Hello friends, this video on microbes in human welfare part 7 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So now let us look at the next set of application of microbes, and that is beverages. Now, as I said, in beverages, again, most of the alcoholic drinks which are produced, they are also produced with the help of microorganism. Which microorganism help? That is yeast. So yeasts play a very important role in the production of various alcoholic drinks. So which particular yeast helps in this process? It is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Yes, exactly. It is the same yeast which helps in the baking processes. So preparation of bread, cake and alcoholic drinks, they are all done by this particular yeast which is called brewer's yeast, that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So here you can see the structure of this yeast. So this is how this yeast looks like, and they help in the formation of beverages. Now, by which process alcohol is produced? By alcoholic fermentation. So, as we already saw that how alcohol formation takes place during the process of fermentation. So, we already saw that what happens is this yeast, that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, it undergoes fermentation, as a result of which ethanol and carbon dioxide is formed. So when it is left for fermentation over a long period of time, a lot of alcohol gets produced. So let us see what happens. So this is termed as ethanol fermentation. Why? Because ethanol is produced as a result of this process. What is ethanol? That is C2H5OH. So this is formed. So in this case, molecules like glucose, fructose, sucrose, so all these sugars get converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide, and a lot of energy is released. And this process is basically nothing but a form of anaerobic respiration, and a lot of energy gets released in this process. So basically the food is used up either in presence of oxygen or absence of oxygen to release energy, and that is how energy is derived from the food. So this is a part of metabolic activity of this microorganism, that is of this yeast. So in this what happens? Saccharomyces cerevisiae ferment fruit juices and malted cereals. So when you talk about the fruit juices, they will have different types of sugar like fructose. When you talk about the malted cereals, they will again have different types of sugar like maltose. So whatever type of sugar may be present in them, they get converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide. So the products in this case which are formed as a result of fermentation is ethanol, that is C2H5OH, carbon dioxide and a lot of energy. So this is the alcohol. So due to this product, the alcohol formation takes place. So this is how alcohol is formed. And you would have seen before that due to the formation of this carbon dioxide, this yeast is often used as a raising agent in the bakery. Now yeast perform this conversion in absence of oxygen. So the entire equation that takes place, so this process takes place in absence of oxygen. That is why it is anaerobic respiration. So what happens here is sugar, that is, let us suppose we will take the simplest form of sugar, that is glucose. So this glucose gets converted into C2H5OH, that is ethanol, plus carbon dioxide plus energy. So this is the reaction, and this happens in presence of an enzyme called zinase. So this is the entire reaction that takes place during the process of fermentation. Now since alcohol is formed as one of the major products, that is why this process is also called alcoholic fermentation or ethanol fermentation. So this is how alcohol fermentation or alcohol preparation takes place. Now, since we are talking about industrial production of alcohol, so it is on a larger scale. So there are fermentation plants which are established. So you can actually see in this picture that how a fermentation plant looks like. So there are like huge tanks which are used for the production of for these reactions to take place. So they do not happen on a smaller scale, it happens on a very large scale. So there are fermenters which are used for large scale production of microbes, like how you saw in Alexander Fleming's experiment, that he used a small petri dish to grow this Staphylococcus bacteria. But here in this case, the microbe which is involved is yeast. Now if you want to grow yeast, you want to grow it on a very large scale. So a small petri dish is not going to help you. So you need large vessels, and those large vessels are known as fermenters. So they are extremely large vessels, somewhat like this, and inside these vessels microbes are being produced on a very large scale, so that a lot of microbes are produced. Now when these microbes are produced, the microbes are then grown on the fruit juices. I mean, they are allowed to be present within the fruit juices or malted cereals, and there the microbes keep on growing, multiplying, undergoing the metabolic processes, as a result of which alcohol fermentation or alcohol formation will keep taking place. So this is how the entire process actually works in reality. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for an easy 4-step learning process absolutely free of cost. Watch video lessons, ask questions, refer notes, and take an online test. Thank you once again.